Continues here on One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The Health Department will present changes to the COVID-19 alert level system on December 5. DOH officer in charge Maria Rosario Vergere said the agency is focusing more on healthcare utilization rather than case count. Aside from this, the agency said it will push for the extension of the COVID-19 state of calamity if the public health emergency bill will not be passed before year-end. Suspended Bucor Chief Gerald Bantag could be held liable for the unauthorized excavation in the new Lapid prison. That's according to Justice Secretary Boying Remulla. Marlene Alcaide with the details.
Justice Secretary Boying Remulla says suspended Bureau of Corrections Chief Gerald Bantag could be held accountable for the excavation pit at the new Lapid prison. Remulla says the private company Agua Tierra Oro Mina or ATOM helped in the digging activities inside Lapid. Bantag earlier claimed that the pit discovered was for a swimming pool, but Remulla later on revealed that Bantag was allegedly looking for the Yamashita treasure.
We're now talking about the need for another 1.2 million cubic meters to fill in the hole on Earth. Dapat matakpan naman natin ngayon yan. So gagastos na naman tayo para takpan yan.
ATOM is the same company that the Bucor was supposed to have a joint venture agreement with for a real estate development project. Part of the deal was that ATOM will donate 234 hectares of land in Nueva Ecija for construction of a new Bucor facility. But former Justice Secretary and now Solicitor General Menardo Guevara recommended to reject this project over possible lapses. Because of this, Remulla says the DOJ is looking at all possible violations committed by Bantag and ATOM.
Yung hukay na yan, para ma-fill up mo ulit, will cost us a lot of money, a lot of time. So there's damage already. A giant swimming pool, of course, is not in the budget of Bucor. So we don't know where this project is coming from and who's funding it. And if there's any fund...
Remulla also met with the president of ATOM. However, no actions were made since the necessary documents showing the firm's connection to Bucor were not provided.
Wala naman makukuha sa meeting na verbal kung wala silang written submissions na pwede namin aktuhan. You know that, diba? There was no written submission. So how can we act on any request? So nakikwentuhan lang kami. And ano ba yung kwento ron? Well, he wanted to develop Lapid into a real estate venture. Mangyayari kasi ron, you're not improving anything. Ililipat mo lang yung mega prison and it's the same thing all over again.
The DOJ is also trying to trace where at least 1.2 million cubic meters of excavation debris in Bucor were brought. Meanwhile, Remulla could not confirm whether Bucor official Ricardo Zulueta is already dead. The secretary said the last information he received is that Bantag and Zulueta are still in the country. For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
More stories after this short break. Stay with us here on One News Now. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Chinese fast fashion giant Shein is reportedly using cotton from Xinjiang, a Chinese region accused of forced labor. More details in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
The U.S. government's attempt to ban products linked to forced labor in China contains a loophole, and Shein, the Chinese fast fashion giant, is slipping through it. Bloomberg News had these Shein garments tested in a lab, and it found that they were made with cotton from China's Xinjiang region. The U.S. government's banned cotton imports from Xinjiang last year and considers all products from there to be made with forced labor. The United Nations has said China's treatment of the Uyghur people, who are predominantly Muslim, may constitute crimes against humanity. The U.S. ban sent American retailers into a frenzy to prove that they don't source cotton from Xinjiang, but Shein has fallen under the radar due to what's called the de minimis trade exemption. Individual shipments to customers fall below the $800 value threshold that triggers reporting requirements to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, meaning Shein avoids the scrutiny applied to bulk imports. In a statement, Shein didn't deny that the cotton comes from Xinjiang, but said it has taken steps to ensure they comply with local laws and regulations. The crackdown presents a challenge. Acknowledging its cotton comes from Xinjiang would risk alienating consumers. Denying it would risk angering China's government, which rejects allegations of forced labor, saying they're only jobs creations programs. For U.S. policymakers, Shein's position demonstrates the limits of government attempts to keep the products of forced labor out of the domestic market. Shein is on track to sell $8 billion worth of clothing in the U.S. this year, about a third of its business worldwide. Labor activists and U.S. apparel retailers are calling for more awareness of the company's labor practices and for Congress and the administration to act.
Now here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Commission on Appointments has deferred the confirmation of Social Welfare Secretary Erwin Tulfo. This is after issues on Tulfo's libel conviction and citizenship were brought up. The Commission on Appointment will again summon Tulfo for his confirmation on a later date. Acting Corrections Chief Gregorio Catapang opted not to pursue the demolition of the living quarters inside the Lapid due to congestion issues. He said the kubols will serve as additional cells for inmates. And China denies using force to retrieve an item suspected to be rocket debris that landed off Pag-asa Island. The Chinese Foreign Ministry maintains that the handover took place after friendly negotiations on Sunday. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.